Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. The games are daily. The series, video series, is weekly because I just don't have time to go through all of these every day. Today's bonus game is Uncrossy. It's pretty new. I think it's an interesting idea. Let's play. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of words by changing them into other words. And you do that by sliding them around. So for example, this liner, I can change to lined by sliding the dry, and that'll get rid of dry because we changed dry to a different word. Lined did not disappear because it still has hint crossing it. All right. So maybe woman can be moved. It seems unlikely. What else can be like? You gotta look for kind of the loose ones that have degrees of freedom. Okay, so defer can change to deter. And by the way, just because you got rid of a word doesn't mean that it's actually still possible to solve. If there's more than one way to do it, you might get yourself in a corner and have to start over, which happened to me the first time I played this. I want to turn pairing to pacing, but I can't actually move this down because ideas is in the way. I don't think deter can be moved. What can be moved? Tact. So instead of tomb, you're actually allowed to change tomb to still be tombed, but I'm going to change it to comb. And now comb, we can do cutter instead of butter. And now cutter. Now, instead of were, do we have something we can do? Wit, perhaps? Oh, we can't make it that far. All right, can lined be changed? It would have to change hint to something else. But I don't see any of... Oh, hilt, like the hilt of a sword? Okay, that works. And now I can change whirl to wit. And then we can do wilt. Okay, that's nice. And then slow. Ideal. All right. Now, instead of rigged, let's see. What are we doing here? Rig. How are we getting rid of kind? Because riggin, riggy, riggy. Okay, that's not going to work yet. Now, which one do I change? The order here is going to matter a lot. Arm A or R-E, ragged, ragged. What if I change it to ragged? And then instead of, oh, sorry, so this is ragged. Instead of ragged, are we going ranged? But then now none of these work. So I've made a mistake. Kind is wrong. So I have to go back to when kind could have been something else. When could I have changed kind? I don't know. That doesn't... None of this is an issue. Could I have gotten rid of this earlier? Okay, so we'll still change it to ragged. Is raggin, ragged? None of these are words. Okay. I don't quite get what we're doing. Maybe I need to change, maybe deter will change it. So let's just get rid of, let's do ranged, and then we'll get rid of this kind later. Instead of crow, we could do crew. And then instead of pairing, we can do pawing or pacing. What do we like better? I think pacing is probably a better word. We'll see. Now pacing needs to change. We're going to change this to ace. Okay, that's perfect. It could have been awe too. But instead of woman, we need women. And then we need mild. Oh, come on. What's happening? Did I get it? Oh. Why did it let me undo? Wait, undo twice? Oh no. Oh no. I found a bug. I found a bug. Because I need this to be meter. Oh no. What if I refresh? What does it do? Okay, well, we're gonna have to redo this. That's really unfortunate. Lined. This was comb. And this was cutter. And this was wit. But we need to do hilt first. This was wit. Testing my memory here. Wilt, slow, ideal, deter, and that lets me do ragged, which lets me do ranged. And I really hope I can get rid of kind at some point. This is going to be crew, and then this is going to be pacing. And now pacing is going to turn to ace. And now we can do women. And now we can do mild. Okay. Now we can do meter. I think it's going to be manged. No. Mangy? See, now I'm stuck. I think I can't solve from here. So I was worried about kind and how that would work. What's this going to do then? Okay, we'll reset. I don't know what other decision I can make here. I still think comb and cutter is the way. And lined is forced. And then hilt is forced. Yeah, none of this feels wrong. Okay, so now wit works great. And we can't do tilt. Like, we're going to have to do wilt. It can only go down like that. We can't do ringed yet. Oh, ringed is a word, apparently. All right. Well, I don't know. Slow. I mean, none of this feels wrong. But we can get rid of this first. Crew. Oh, I can't do pacing yet. Pawing is a word, though. And then I can do... Oh, but then I can't do ace. I can do awe, though. That still works just fine. Mild, meter. Is minged a word? Tinged is a word. Okay, maybe that's what I need. Ooh, okay. So I think this works. And then we do... Uh-oh. Can any of these be words? Maybe I should have gotten rid of ideal first. Ooh, but how would I have gotten ideal? I can't pull this down enough to do king yet. Because my point is I want to pull this down to make that king, and that'll finish. But none of these letters work with this, so... Manged? No. I could do ranged here, but I don't think tanged works. Shoot. Yeah, I'm back to that. So maybe I could do... Keep margin in. So we'll do slow, and then ideal. We can do deter still, and we can get all this done. So... Right, crew. We can still do pawing. And we can do awe, right? Women. Mild. I don't think letter is a word. Yeah, so we're going to do meter. And now we can do... Oh, I kind of wanted to do digged. Is tigged a word? So what am I going to do here? Because I think we got to end with king. Ringed is a word, and then we can do tinged. But none of these were words, right? Oh, tanged? No. None of those are words. Darn it. Okay, so I'm going to have to use the hint system. I'm going to come back to here and see if the hint says there's a solution. There are 3 possible moves. But does that mean... I don't know if that means it leads to the solution or not, actually. I don't know if it looks ahead. Because if I do this... Now there's 2 possible moves. Yeah, I think I know what they are. Ringed. Ringed. Then none of these are words. What if I do tinged? And then tinged isn't a word, unfortunately. You can't win from here. You'll have to undo. Yeah. So I don't know if that's working. I don't know how to solve this. Let me reset. Let's call this first. So we're gonna do crew, and then pawing, and then awe, then women. Oh, come on. Well, I can still do mild. That bug is annoying. Deter, meet. Oh, I can't do meter until I get rid of tomb. Okay, so this is as far as I can get. I can do lined. I can do comb. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what other option there is. Like there's mutter instead of cutter. But it doesn't really matter because I need this to be wit. So we're going to do hilt, and then we're going to do wit. I mean, I guess whim would work too. I don't see how that helps because we're just still doing wilt. And then slow. Then ideal. And then from here, this is the same thing we were just in. Like this doesn't work. I'm out of hints too, apparently. I don't know if I can solve this one. Ringed. Meter. Tinged. Then none of this works. All right, this is as far as I can get. I know that king needs to work, but I can't pull it down enough because ideals. Maybe I can pull it down enough if I get rid of ideal first. Ragged. I have to get rid of these. Tagged works. Now I can do, oh, King and Martin. Okay. There we go. I was about to give up, but we got there. That was a tough one. All right. The hints didn't really help me. 30 undos. Wow. All right, let's move on to Dordle. What should I start with? I'm just going to start with steel today. All right, nothing on the right, so we're just going to go for... We need R, we need N, maybe something like prong might be fun. Ooh, the left we might be able to get. Is it R-O-S-T? I don't see how that's a word, actually. So is it T-R-O-S? Tross? Okay, I don't know yet, so let's just do the right word. G. What are we doing after G? G-O? Going? Can't be going. Darn it, this is hard. This is tough. G something, something O. Oh, this is frost. Ooh, and the F helps. F, it doesn't start with G. That's why I was having trouble. F, O, foggy. Oh, nice. Frost and foggy. They're kind of related. All right, drink of water. Okay. Fibble. Starts us with review. There's a lie in each guess. I'm going to use that R and E. I'm just going to move them over. And I'm thinking about doing a double E. So like green. All right. So I'm going to keep doing R-E-E if there's another one I can do. Is there another one I can do? Free, pre, tree. I'm going to guess trees even though it won't be a plural. Just to catch some lies here. Still no lies detected. Is there another R-E-E? Creed. All right, finally we have a lie. One of these two R's has to be lying, which means anything that agrees between them has to be true. Because, for example, if we wanted this to not be green, then this would also have to not be green. But that's two lies, and we don't have two lies. We only have one lie left. So all of these are true, and also between these R's, that means these are true. But, of course, we know those are true. So these are both true as well. I am thinking, what am I thinking actually? My initial thought was keep the R second and then put the E here, but I don't know what we're putting. What's our lie in each one? Ooh, that's crazy. We could be like a TR and then EN. I don't know. Then we still need a lie in. Oh, okay, we'd have to be DR, I think. And then we still need a lie. We need a lie in review. We need a lie in green. We need a lie in trees. What's going to lie in all those? Maybe these R's are lying. I think that's the only way we're actually going to get that going. So they just lied twice about being green. They were supposed to be yellow. And so we're going to do what? Like maybe start with R and that can be the line review. And then do end in ED? No, and just omit the D. Okay, this feels like the answer. We could do another R. We could do something like rawer. Is that? We could do rarer. Let's just do a bunch of R's. I think I have this. What's the actual word that does that? Is rawer a word? Ooh, we have a contradiction here, which means this ER is correct. If I try to start with R as well, I have to use a W, and that doesn't work. I think this W has to be the lie. Well, it doesn't have to be the lie. Maybe the A is the lie. Well, no. Sorry, the A is definitely gray there. There's a lie between these two. What have we learned here? This R is definitely true. And I think the D is the lie. Because we need a D and a C and a W. Yeah, it's not going to work. I think this W could be true. Otherwise, no, I think the W has to be the lie here. And then that's a lie. That is telling the truth, by the way. So I think I need to use a U or a V. Something like fever might be a good guess. Ooh, that doesn't work. What's the problem here? What's the problem with ER? ER as is fine. This is fine as well. It doesn't like fever, though. Oh, because there's not two E's. So something like liver. Is there another IVER or L, maybe or maybe with L starting? Diver. I'm almost out of guesses. This is an X-wing, so we know all these are true. Oh, diver couldn't have been. Diver was possible actually. This could have been lying as yellow. Never mind. I think we're IVER. I hope we are. What's another option? Wyver. Fiver, like the money slang for $5 bill. Hiver. I don't think it can be river because we're not using a W. Piver, Kyver, Hiver, Jiver. I might lose to this trap. I'm gonna try Fiver. Oh, I got the lies wrong. It was buyer. Yikes! I wasn't anywhere. Oh, wait. What was I doing to make a lie? Oh, I was using the V to lie in review, but the U was supposed to be lying in review, and I was supposed to be buyer. Ooh. That's a nasty trap in Fibble, and the lies were not helping me. Okay. Well, can't win them all. Let's do Betweenle. Let's start with buyer. All right. Oh, buyer went down. Interesting. We're 4% away from all A's. Buyer went down. I still think that means we're an A. Let's do a late A, like attic. Attic goes down. All right. So a little earlier A, like arson. A little earlier. Annoy might be going up. Yeah, okay, it does. So we're like halfway between annoy and arson. So AP, apron. All right, AP apply. No, sorry. R is later than P. What can I do then? Is it not AP? AQ. Acquit? No. That's SCQ. Anyway. Could it be a really early AR maybe? Array? No, that's not early. I was thinking about ARA and I thought of the word array and I almost blocked an array, but that would be bad. Argon goes down. Ardor still goes down. Ard, getting close. Very close to ardor. What is it? Arbor? Wow. My instinct with ardor was right. It was just arbor instead of ardor. Okay. Arbor and 8, not the easiest word. Let's do word 500. We will start with arbor. And I am in the red face. I'm on the daily. All right. 1 yellow. The A maybe. Just move it to the center. STA, staying. Why not? Still 1 yellow. So I'm going to say it's still the A. And so maybe we're like this is really common. A here, Y at the end. So can't do badly. Can't be. 2 yellows. I don't know what the other yellow is, but I'm going to move the A here. What do I want to use? Probably not the Y. Probably not the final letter for C, M, or P. Maybe the first letter for M or P. So like P, something, something, A. What are we doing? PL? PL, plu. You think there's a word? Maybe an EA? Maybe PLEA. Oh, I forgot we didn't have an E yet. Plead. Oh, we're an anagram. We're an anagram of plead. Not pure anagram, but we're an anagram. We use these letters. What is it? Wait, what the heck? Alpha? No. What are my greens? Oh no. I just need to think about anagrams of plead. I can't think about placement right now. Placement would help. Is the L correct? Is PL correct? And then we just need to do PL. We'd have to do PLD. That's no good. So it's not PL. Is it? It's not. No, there's no such thing as DL. Is it like EL? Oh no. LDAP. LPAD. No. Can't be AL. A's not first. Oh boy. What is this word? What if I do EA pedal? There we go. Oh. Okay. Got there. That's always fun to get anagrams in word 500. All right. Let's do polygonal. These letters repeat and these letters repeat. No other letters repeat. So something like a. This is tough. It's not a good spot. Let's do INGS. It's a long shot. Nope. Don't think so. IST. I don't like the I here. I think I want a consonant here. So what are we going to do? Maybe ERS and then like an A here? Tas. This feels close. Tasters is a word, but I don't know what I'm putting here. Tashters, clearly. No. Shoot. What if I use a different letter here? No, I don't know what would go here. This is a disaster. I'm just gonna do a filler today. Let's do robustly. It's fine. I could still be like an ER word here. And then right, I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna do machined. Let's get the rest of the letters here. It's not ER. This is O. We have 5 out of our 6 letters. C here. R here. E. This isn't making a word. IR. What if this repeat can't be an R? We know that's an O. What if this was the other missing letter? So then we would do like R here. It's not ER, which is really annoying. E, IR, C here. Yikes. Okay, I think I have to do another filler here. I want to see if this is R. Core. Let's just do coronate. Coronate. Right, so it is C and then O. It is E at the end. So maybe it's RE. Where's my other repeat? This is the repeat. Oh. COE. Coerce. No, I need the I somewhere. Coercive. Coercive. Oh, wow. That's quite the word. I wasn't going to think of COE. What could I have guessed here? Abeyance, amenable, coercive, henchman, inedible, inspires, rosaries, treatise, workwear. All right, let's do the mini. Start. Okay, so is this the A or what's going on here? Like pasta, just like pasta. Nice. All right. Next up is Symble. We always start with Blaze. All right, L might be second. Let's try Sling. L is not second, so maybe A or E is second. Let's do an AY word. What's left? Party is left. Party. Ooh. PA and then ending in Y. What's left? What's this word? I am not seeing it. Nope. No. Can I repeat the P maybe? It would suck to guess something like Pappy and have that lock in, and it wouldn't be the answer. Patty maybe? Patty, okay. All right, moving on to the final game, Blind Fusele. And each guess has a different twist. And this twist, we're not going to learn about these 3 slots. So let's just get an EA out of those. You know what? Let's get some consonants out of it. Like artsy gets us the R and T. All right, there is an R. In this twist, I have to put vowels in these 2 spots. Now, that doesn't mean the answer has vowels in those 2 spots. But I have to put them there in this guess. So we could do something like realm and just... Whoa, there's an M. Okay, so like... This twist, we're going to get symbol-like clues. So instead of yellows, we'll get blues, which work like symbol yellows. I think it's an ER word. And I think it's something like MA something ER. What does that? Or, oh, maybe it's just something like gamer? No. Okay, so the blues are telling us, we end in ER. This says that this has to be the M. Because we know there's an M in the word. Oh, I guess one of these 2 is the M. But we also know there's an A in the word. The A can't go here. So it's actually AM, and then this is amber. Now the problem is, my guess can be anything but a real word. So I'm going to guess Maber, and we're going to get yellow, yellow, green, 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 and then I'll guess amber. All right. There we go. Cool. Nice and quick Fusele. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, that first game was rough. Like, whew, that I got myself into a corner there. All right. Well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.